Yes, my dear friends, welcome back to the channel. Very good morning to you guys all out there on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, in Canada, Australia, or right here in Southeast Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, it is another beautiful week and it's Monday, the most difficult day of the week. But well, we need to get up and get going. Get yourself up, get ready, get busy. It is a brand new week full of opportunities all out there. For you guys on the continent of Africa, yes, in Europe, in America, in Canada, or right in Southeast Asia, ladies and gentlemen, you are highly welcome once again. This is your channel, Selam's Blog. And hey, let me remind you, our second channel, it's been a long time I talk about it. Yes, our second channel, GH247, is running. Our new channel, GH247, is working. Click on that YouTube button, Google it out, GH247. It's all about news from Africa, news on the African continent on that channel. Dear friends, let's get started with Chelsea. Later today, in the afternoon, I will come back with the World Cup qualifiers. Yeah. Tonight, it's going to be Ghana, Madagascar, and then Nigeria versus the Benin Republic. Well, I'll be back later in the afternoon with an update on those games. England, what's up for England? We will get to know all those things later in the afternoon. But quickly, it is all about Chelsea this morning. In the next 8-10 minutes, we should be out from this place. Chelsea are aiming to get the majority of their business done. Chelsea are aiming to get the majority of their business done, both ins and outs, by the end of June this year. They are aiming to get their business done by the end of June. Oh yes. Chelsea do not want to wait until August when the season is about to kickstart before they will complete their business. No, they want to get their businesses done by the end of June, even before the Club World Cup. Both the players that will be coming in and the players that will be going out. We understand. That includes two of the most high-profile acquisitions. Chelsea are in for two high-profile players. They want to buy two high-profile players. Yes, a center forward and a right-footed winger. A center forward and a right-footed winger. We have one right-footed winger in the person of Jadon Sancho. What is the situation around Jadon Sancho? There actually has been a briefing. You know, these briefs sometimes it comes in a form of, it's not like from Chelsea TV, but they give information out to Chelsea journalists. And over the weekend, we received a lot of informations. You see, one source says that Chelsea are willing to pay the compensation of £5 million. They are willing to pay or to compensate Manchester United £5 million and let go of Jadon Sancho. And you remember, it is an obligation to buy, a loan with an obligation to buy. And so if Chelsea want to let go Jadon Sancho, they will have to pay a compensation fee of £5 million. That is what one source has been saying. But the truth of the matter is that another source is reporting that Chelsea, looking at Sancho and Mudryk's current situation, they are not sure of his availability, and therefore Chelsea want to retain Jadon Sancho, but yet want to go into the market for another left-footed left winger. Yes, Chelsea are not sure about the situations right now with Sancho and Mudryk. It's a relationship between Chelsea and Jadon Sancho are strong. This according to David Oyston. Relationship between Chelsea and Jadon Sancho are strong, and the club's intention to sign a new winger in the upcoming market relates to more of uncertainty over Sancho and Mudryk's availability. So it is like they are not sure when Sancho and Mudryk will be back or be available. So they are thinking of, instead of them letting go Jadon Sancho, they rather keep him and buy one more left-footed right winger. Yes. They are thinking of buying another one more winger as a main man. Then Sancho could be the backup. That is from another source. Now, though Chelsea are not sure when Michael Mudryk is going to return, we also understand, ladies and gentlemen, this is your Monday morning news from Chelsea. Sevilla are interested in signing Michael Mudryk. Sevilla are interested in signing Michael Mudryk in the summer, and the player would welcome this move to arrive at Sevilla. We understand. Yes, it will all depend on the resolution of the cast issue. Although Sevilla have already started moving their cars to get ahead of the rest of the competitors, Michael Mudryk is still a hot cake in the market. Even if he should be cleared by the summer, what next for him? Will he fit in, or Chelsea would like to let him go? Right now, we understand Sevilla are already showing interest in signing Michael Mudryk. It's been a long time I heard news about Michael Mudryk. It's very refreshing to note that there's a club out there that still wants Michael Mudryk, and which means that his case is not that bad. For clubs to begin to show interest in him simply means Michael Mudryk's case is not actually that bad. It's very likely we are going to be seeing him in the summer. I'm very happy. If Chelsea can retain him, I'll prefer that than Jadon Sancho. It's better we pay the £5 million. A player like Jadon Sancho caliber, Chelsea paying £5 million is just like we taking him on a loan, on a season-long loan. Yeah, season-long loan player, £5 million in the English Premier League, not bad. So it's not an extraordinary payment. It's not in excess. So if Michael can retain, then I'll prefer we retain him and let go Jadon Sancho. That is also only if we are able to get a top-notch winger. If we can get a good replacement, then only. Someone we know is far in advance, far better than both Michael and Sancho. Ladies and gentlemen, it is what it is. It is what it is. Now, a few days ago, I brought out a list of players that Chelsea really want to let go. And it came up again in a briefing. It came up again that Chelsea want to let go the following players who are all playing active football right now. Kepa, Disasi, Armando Broa, Viega, Chukwuemeka, Gilchrist, Humphrey, Datro Fofana, Ben Chilwell, Sterling. Yes, Sterling. These are the players right now Chelsea are willing to let go. But ladies and gentlemen, you see, the reality of the matter is that Chelsea need to stop this circus. Chelsea need to stop this circus. Every summer, we have 7, 8 players, 9 players listed out for sale. What kind of club is this? Every summer, we have 6, 7 players listed out. We want to get rid of them. A player like Disasi, for instance, we understand it is over totally for Disasi in Chelsea. And so the idea is to sell the player in this summer transfer window to Aston Villa. The question you may ask, or you like to get an answer for, is when was Disasi signed? A season and a half ago or 2 seasons ago by these same sporting directors, using their computer statistics to buy a player like Disasi. And in a year and a half, he's been declared it's over for him in Chelsea. So the analysis that have been carried out by this sporting director before the players have been bought, what is wrong with our system, our analytical system, the statistics? Armando Broha, he is an academy player. We understand Chelsea are not believing in Armando Broha as a player who can be an important part of the squad. These are being reported by Fabrizio Romano on his YouTube. Chelsea don't believe that Armando Broha can be part of this setup. And so he's also to look for his future elsewhere. It's unfortunate, this is an academy product. And just because of injury, dear friends, it's very painful, honestly. I would have wished that a player like Armando Broja, in fact, coming up from the academy, he was a prospect indeed. We all have high hopes on Armando Broja, but that did not work out. Dear friends, before I go to my next one, before I conclude, I want you to watch this video right there on your screen. Before I conclude on a more important issue, watch this video on your screen. That is Jackson and Cole Palmer combination. When was the last time you saw Chelsea or Chelsea players play this kind of football? The connection between Jackson and Cole Palmer, the movement of play. Look at Jackson in between three, four, midfielders in the middle of the park. Jackson was able to drag the ball, beat all of them. Yes, drag the ball, beat all of them, and arrive in a position where he gave the pass to Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer 1-2, bam, and he scores. Who will tell me that Jackson is a bad player? No, I don't believe that. He's not. There you saw it yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, and let me conclude here. You see, I brought up striker options yesterday that Chelsea are looking at. Now, we understand that right now as we speak, Chelsea are making sales. They want to make sales in order to recoup some money to get a top-notch striker. Very good. It's not as if Chelsea is broke. But right now on your screen, 3 players once again on your screen. Sales will fund Chelsea's purchase of center forward and a winger in the summer. We understand the club hierarchy are already working on them. While also being good for the books in general, those sales will also help the books, to balance our books. Players will still be loaned out as well. Not every of our players could be sold out, but some definitely will be loaned out in the summer because we might not be able to get market for all of them. Dear friends, on your screen right now is 3 strikers. Top 3, according to the Athletic, that Chelsea want to zero down to. I have seen in the comments, most of you, Chelsea, get us Victor Osimhen. Chelsea, get us Victor Osimhen. Yes, Victor Osimhen is right now in the top 3, being zeroed down by Chelsea hierarchy. The lap is there. Yes. Well, we are waiting. This summer, like I said earlier on, by June, whoever that is coming to Chelsea, it will be well known because the talks already currently going on for every player, both the outgoing and the incomings, ladies and gentlemen. Now, one other player that I want to talk about before I go is Raheem Sterling. In just 40 seconds, Sterling will return to Chelsea at the end of the season. Arsenal are not going to sign the player on a permanent transfer. Chelsea's intention is to sell the player and find him a new club. Arsenal, why? Arsenal, why? I thought in the Champions League game you guys played there, 2 weeks ago or a week and a half ago, he was the man of the match. You guys still don't want him. Why? You guys, this is a very good player, very professional player, experienced player. Arsenal, he fit into your system. Ladies and gentlemen, you see, for me, like I said, players like Raheem Sterling, they need to go to right now in order for him to get regular playing time because it's affecting his England call-up. He's no longer getting the opportunity to play for his national team. And I don't like that. With his experience, he needs to be playing regularly. Maybe Brighton, Nottingham Forest, those clubs, maybe Nottingham right now is in the top 4, right? So we cannot qualify them as a mid-table team. Brighton, Bournemouth, yes, right now, because if you look at it, Rashford moved to Aston Villa, right? And he's been called up to the England national team. Move to a mid-table team, play regularly, and get your call up to the World Cup. Move to a lower team. Chelsea, you have tried in terms of Chelsea. After all, he's the first signing under the Todd Clearly Capital Group. When this new ownership came in, he was the first player that was signed. And 3 years now, right? Yeah, it's normal that you go to a club within 3 years you have been sold. You are not like those that just were signed last season and this is when we sell them out. No. At least Chelsea should be, they can account for some of the money that they spent on you. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be back with more exclusives, especially on the World Cup qualifiers in the afternoon. See you all in the next one when you see me. Remember, our new channel, GH247, is up and running. Visit us on that channel. Like the video, share the videos, and let me hear from you in the comment section. See you guys all in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.